think you're a monster, don't you? Ugly, fire breathing vulture. AB's put it down my skyline. Notifications on my timeline. But this shit is the A side. You think you King Ghidorah. But this is King Nello Ninja, the king of the monsters. Take 3 of you to step to the giant. But I'm defiant. Face of boxing. I'm a legend. Like the Mayans. Yeah. Let go. Nello. Let go. Nello. You think you King Ghidorah. 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 In the Chevy on the days, candy paint, hitting switches while you busters hate. Up off. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Up off. Bye. Hey! Hey! Y'all know what that is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Taco Tuesday. Hey, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man, look. Look at who we have here. Let me see who we have with me. Mike W. Let me see. Hey. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Taco Tuesday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the morning.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Burnham man can shapoing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. And wait a second. I swear before Lord, I don't know what's taking us too long. We have to give it up to the lady.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve better. Baby.
Hit the Tyson bell. And wait a minute, everybody. Hold on.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson bell. And are we in the building? Are we or are we not in the damn building? Hell no. You got that right. Hell no. Guess where we at? We outside.
It can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson bell. We have a show for you guys today. Teofimo Lopez. He said, I said liquor. I ain't say ninja. I said liquor. Y'all can't hear. Get the sugar baby out your ears. Hit the Tyson bell. And that's the Black George August Joseph Parker. You know what that reminds me of? You know when like your big sister be like, Mama said you gotta wash the dishes. And then you walk away and you're like, bleach. She like, excuse me? What you say? And you look at her and be like, bet you by golly, wow. You're the one that I've been waiting for forever. Hit the Tyson bell. You ain't want to get your ass whipped. We'll talk about that. Did he say liquor or did he say the damn word? Also, you have Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford. People giving their takes. We're going to start rolling out that now. Pun intended. Because Rolly said he hopes Crawford whoops that ass. We'll talk about that. Fisher versus David Allen, the rematch. That is this weekend. We'll do a little bit of that. We have the knockouts. And we're going to do a horror short. All right? At the end of the show, we're going to give a reaction to the horror shorts. Hit the Tyson bell. Few things I want to talk about. The no running rule. That's most people are feeling the rule. You have a lot of people who don't know the difference between boxing and running. When there's a clear difference, it's obvious. And honestly, the no running rule just helps for boxing to be more lit. It helps for the sport. And it helps to stop people from training to that. We got to get back to boxing, right? Archie Moore, Sugar Ray Robinson, Jersey Joe Walcott, Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, Ezra Charles, get back to it. Get back to when it was hit and not get hit, but you in a position to hit. Bam, whoop, whoop, boom, whoop, whoop, bam. That's beauty, not running around. All right, that's just horrible for the sport. It's like excessive clinching. Don't forget the word excessive. Even if the person is running around and the other person is done stalking and they stand there and they do this, the ref should say, get involved, get into it. You can't just stand there and do this either. Right? Grab both of their hands. Wouldn't it be beautiful if you see one running, the other one chasing, and then the refs say, hold on, grab both their wrists and say, we need a fight. Everyone came to see a fight. Don't forget why boxing has been popular. It's to watch a fight. See, the Generation Z, they don't know that. Gen Z doesn't know why boxing is lit. Gen Z are against fights, right? Participation trophies. We're for a track. Go watch track. We want to see a fight. Who's the best fighter? Now, who's the best runner? It's not don't get hit and don't get hit. It's hit. It's about punching, delivering pain, violence, knocking somebody out, beating someone up. That's boxing. People lost the definition. All right. Also, real quick, Undisputed. I said Undisputed sucks. The boxing video game Undisputed. People, I don't want people to get it confused. ShowBizz, you're just not good at the game. Wrong. I'm good at every version of the game. This one, I'm pretty good, and I'm going to get even better. I always mastered every update. I'm just talking about, is it great for the general public? Obviously, it has tanked so far. All right. So I wanted to put that out there, let you guys know. I hear you. Generally speaking, the game should be more fun. All right. So I just want to clear that up before we talk about Teofimo Lopez. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez now. Let me see what y'all have to say. I don't care. Kick him out the group. I'm Gen Z. That's Cap. LOL. I def love hardcore fights. There's a few of you, but generally speaking, y'all not violent. Not like what we like. Look at football, basketball. Look at everything, soccer. Look at how everything's going. Now it's bleeding into boxing. Run. Don't you want them to run? And everything's becoming less physical. All right. And I don't want that bleeding to my sport. Y'all can keep that with basketball, Gen Z, and y'all can keep that with football, Gen Z, but don't bleed into the violent sport of boxing, please. Let me see. What if that's why ref kept setting picks for? That's why he kept setting picks. He was setting picks. Everybody hit the light. Okay, everybody, let's talk. He said liquor. Okay, what is liquor? All right, so let's talk about it. All right, you guys ready? You ready? He said he was just joking. Here's the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Teofimo.
I seen his legs
Where that
last.
nigger at?
I seen it. I seen it.
He said my father was a drunk. And then my father, at least that, like, you know, disrespecting my father. So I just said, where that liquor at? Because we over here in the gym. Whether y'all believe it or not, that's on y'all. You know? It's okay, though. I understand that this is a black entertainment industry, and I'm not black, so comes with it. You know, you guys get more of the things that you need than anybody else. Don't get me wrong, y'all suffered a lot too, so it's okay. Comes with it. I'm suffering too. But I ain't racist. I ain't using the hard R or whatever. Crazy. I just said where that liquor at.
Liquor license?
So say it.
I seen his leg.
All right,
Legs
Where that
last.
nigger at?
Whether y'all believe it or not, that's on y'all. But I ain't racist. I ain't using the hard R or whatever. Crazy.
This is hypocritical. You know we can't.
Sure you can. This is America. Both of you. Say it.
Okay. I'm gonna give my take and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna give my take and I'm gonna leave it alone. I have to complete this take because I called for Tio to be penalized. And I said, if you didn't say the word, say what you said. He said liquor. So I got to complete my take. All right. Hold on. Saw they updated Undisputed and you can get Eddie Reynoso as a trainer in career mode. Okay. So look. Man, who you fooling? Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Let me tell you something. Here's my take. All right. It sounds like you said it. Okay. Sounds like you said the N-word. All right. You claim that you didn't, that you said liquor. Can't really prove it either way. But what I can say is, you know that's foul to say it. So you know it's not a good thing to say. You know it's wrong. That's why if you did say it, you didn't stand on it. Now, if you didn't say it, you didn't say it. But either way, you know it's wrong. So from here on out, at this point, brother, you can't even rhyme with it. We can't listen. The bras our ears are pierced. You can't even rhyme. You can't say trigger. You can't say jack. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. He went from liquor to never mind. Brother, just hold on. One championship gives warnings when fighters don't engage, to the point after a few warnings, they give out yellow cards, points being taken. I hear that. So listen, I believe him. Maria, you believe him? Cool. But I want to say this too. All right. This is a side note. I want to say this too, because you guys know I've always kept it real with the war room. I always told you guys how I really feel. Always. If y'all believe me or not, I'm sounding like Tio now. I want to say this. I'm starting to take the shit personally. I am. I'm starting to take the shit personally. Let me tell you why, bro. Let me tell you why. Because I'm friends with both of them. I'm friends with Ryan Garcia. When we see each other, it's always great. And I'm friends with Teofimo Lopez. And both of y'all done what? Let me tell you, and I got a taco hat on my head. Y'all got me looking like a damn fool. That's the thing that's getting me. So I'm not gonna. That's what's getting me. Right now, I feel like that movie Sinners. I feel like I got bit by the vampire and I'm at the door. Like, y'all gonna let me in? And the bras are like, show, bruh, hey. Listen. No cap. I feel like I'm at the door of the juke joint and the bras like, show. And I'm like, just invite me in. Hey, show, why can't you let yourself in? And that's a side note. I just want to let y'all know that personally. That's a side note. All right. So, hey, cut the shit. Cut the shit. All right, cut it. Cut the shit. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let me see what else we got. Let's see. Okay, we got some more stuff. Are we done? If Boots beats Tio, then I call it even in my book, the boy Tio just needs a good whipping. Brother, I don't know. I'm just taking this shit personally. All right, I'm taking it as a personal attack. All right, okay. Let's move forward. Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. All right, here's what the GOAT Rolly Romero had to say.
Fuck Canelo. I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Really? Yeah?
Now, I'll tell you like this, I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Why do you want to see Crawford beat the ish out of Canelo?
I just hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Why?
What did he do? Honestly, I'm with him. Hold on. Let me. No, I got coffee right here. Want me to spill all over my computer? But just always in my lips. You guys, that's Gen Z. They in my lips. They want to see what my throat is on. See what when I'm done drinking coffee. If Sesame Street taught me anything, it's that L and N don't. All right. Okay. Here we go. Listen, I'm with the GOAT on this one. I have nothing against Canelo, but I just don't understand. I don't know how you don't root for Crawford on this one. Okay. I don't know how Crawford is knocking on 40. Coming from a weight class, right? He's coming from ultimately Tank and shit. Okay, and he's to fight at 168. It's so hard not to go root for him unless you're a huge Canelo fan. I get that. I'm just saying, if you're a boxing fan and you don't have a horse, it's very difficult not to see Crawford as David and Canelo as Goliath. All right, but let's move on. Let's also look at because Ellie sat back. He spoke to Reynoso. He spoke to Chavez Sr. Let's hear what they have.
First of all, Eddie, happy birthday to your dad. Was his birthday this week? Now, big fight September. Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing against Crawford. What's your prediction?
Vamos a ganar por nocaut.
What round?
En el que sea, pero lo vamos a noquear esta vez.
What round did he say?
Whatever round, but they're gonna win by knockout.
Crawford's a good fighter, a great fighter, but Canelo the best.
Es un tremendo peleador. Crawford es un gran boxeador, muy completo, pero ese día van a ver otro Canelo. He's a great fighter. Crawford's a great fighter, but that day he's facing Canelo.
That is true. Thank you, Eddie. Congratulations on the big win. Undisputed again. Thank you. Thanks, host. We're here with the legend, the icon, the greatest fighter in history, Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio, how are you feeling?
Yeah, very good, very strong.
Okay, Canelo Crawford, how does it end, champ?
Canelo.
Knockout or decision?
Oh my God, I believe it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good. Okay, what about your son, Chavez Jr., Julio against Jake Paul?
The win. Vamos a ganarle ahí a Paul.
He's looking good in camp, feliz,
fuerte. Yes, feliz.
¿Cómo viste la pelea, champ? ¿Qué te pareció?
Of course, they're going to say Canelo. Of course. You got Canelo trainer, you got Chavez. Looking at... Okay, the fight has gotten a little closer, a little bit, because of William Skull, how he moved around and how easy it seemed to get away from Canelo if you wanted to move around. Okay, hold on real quick. I am Mexican and I'm going for Crawford. I cannot go behind the whole duckaroni pizza. I know I am the only one that feels like this. Listen. It has drawn, but at the same time, I haven't forgotten how good Madrimov looked against Crawford at 154 and what Ortiz did to Madrimov. I do think Canelo has slipped. That seems to be obvious. But it seems to be obvious to me also that Crawford has slipped. Another thing, Crawford is not going to run. It just seems, it feels like there's just too many things against Crawford for him to win. It feels. Now, Crawford is a little bit taller than Canelo, but that's not tall enough. Canelo is used to fighting people towering over him. William Skull decided to run, but he was also big, long, pause, right? And had the track shoes on. Crawford is different with his reach, with his height. That is more. I haven't seen anyone match Canelo's height that closely in a very long time. And when they do, if your name not Floyd Mayweather, you're usually going night-night. That's my thing. Okay, so, but this isn't usually. This isn't back in the day. This is now. But also, Crawford is not a spring chicken. He's going to be 38 when he fights Canelo. This is tough. If Crawford wins, he retires. You think? Yeah, if he loses, he retires as well. Unless the fight is close, they want to do it again. This is a tough one. But check this out. Robert Garcia, after seeing the Canelo's last fight, he switched up. He got Crawford.
Look, I think this fight now with Crawford is gonna make it a better fight. I think it's a very close fight. Now I switch. I always thought Canelo was gonna be too big, too strong, but now I'm gonna pick Crawford to win this fight. Crawford is very talented, great footwork, great combinations, and a very strong fighter. Facing him off, he's actually the taller man. So I'm leaning towards Crawford now. I switch my opinion. I think Canelo looked too slow, too flat-footed, one punch at a time. I don't think that's going to be enough for him to beat Crawford. Crawford's too fast, too strong, just too good.
Robert Garcia is probably the best trainer in the world. So you got to take that. You got to consider what he has to say. The one punch at a time thing, very valid. The one punch at a time thing is very valid. Let me tell you what that reminds me of. Hold on real quick. It's surprising. Yeah, I know. Bud is going to try to fight like how he did against Postal. The issue is that fight was 10 years ago at 140, and Bud has been getting slower as he ages and move up in weight. I totally agree. Could you see a draw, Biz? I can see a draw now all the time now. Put the liquor on. You're hilarious. So, you feel me, Tim Butler? So, what that reminds me of, Canelo throwing one punch at a time, reminds me of Gervonta Tank Davis. I've often compared them to. And Canelo has compared Gervonta to him too. It reminds me of that. Why? Because that Canelo's approach, just like Tank Davis, has been enough. Get what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's good that Canelo squeaked out the win against William Skull. Hopefully he learned at the same time. That's why it's good that Tank had a draw with Lamont Roach and now learning at the same time, right, to get back to it. Same thing happened with Floyd and Castillo. He squeaked out a victory, which I think Castillo was robbed, right? But he was able to learn from that, from what happened there, because and then win the rematch. Canelo, what he's been doing has been enough, and it won't be enough against Crawford. I agree with Robert Garcia. I agree. Crawford, on the other hand, has, and I've been saying this, he has been walking down his fighters, and people don't see that but me. For some reason, when I had that take in the comments, people were screaming cap. And it's like David Evanesian, Errol Spence, Sean Porter. Look, if you look at Gamboa, even against Madrimov, the way he won the fight was by fighting. Mean Machine, the way he won the fight was fight. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather sticking. This guy has been too athletically gifted, and I mean explosive, hard punching, and too strong for his ops. When he switched to southpaw, he fights. When he's in orthodox, he boxes more. When he switched, he becomes a puncher. And now he's coming out southpaw. He ends you. He is not, you got to watch him fight. He does do athletic things where his hands and his feet work together and he catches you for sure. But what he mostly do is he punishes and he bullies his ops. People don't realize Crawford, I saw on X, somebody compared, they said, is Boots today's Roy? In what way? I haven't seen Boots fight like Roy or anything similar to it in years. It's like people aren't looking at what Boots is doing. People aren't looking at what Crawford, when you watch him fight, he's always bruised up or a half swollen eye, or because he walks you down and whips your ass. He's an ass whipper. So let me see, a member for 17 months. Blah, 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 blah. Or am I capping? Let me see. Let me see what y'all have to say. Yo, a lot of casuals, they don't realize that he ain't bullying Canelo. Right, facts. They fight nothing alike. I know. And doesn't stop till he break your shield. And he doesn't stop till he breaks your shield. You want to know why? You want to know why? Crawford doesn't have retreating legs. He has action legs. Bro, there's a difference between retreating legs and action legs. His legs puts him in a position to spring into action. He springs right out and bam, bam, and he's throwing his. Look at him against Jose Benavidez. Terrence Crawford ain't running nowhere. He is in position to be right outside of where you're punching and then spring into action. And then he starts to impose his will to break you down. People aren't realizing it. Like Tito Trentwell said, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, that fight was amazing. Listen, Terrence Crawford versus Canelo is going to be nothing like William Skull or Jamel Charlo. The question I have, which I didn't ask before, because Canelo's chin is one of the greatest chins in history. But looking at the size of Crawford, if he can keep his speed, he's definitely going to keep his timing. He's definitely going to keep his accuracy. Crawford is a knockout artist. The reason why Crawford is a knockout artist is because of his hand-eye coordination, accuracy, and timing. He hits you with shit that you're not expecting. That shit that he hit Errol Spence with, he didn't expect it. That's why he dropped. Same thing with Kell Brook. He's going to hit Canelo with something weird. Canelo ain't going to be able to roll out of it. You know, Canelo, because Crawford's timing is different. Canelo's going to get hit with flush. He's going to get flush. But the thing is, Berlanga hit Canelo flush after the bell. So that lets you know what kind of chin he has. I'm just saying, can he stymie? Can he bell ring Canelo a little bit? Can he sting him a bit to make Canelo not tank for 12 rounds? Just a question I have. Let me see. If Crawford face cannot swell, he will win decision. Canelo is going to get caught by Crawford. He is. Flush. Amir Khan was catching Canelo. Canelo's going to get caught flush. He's going to get caught flush. Flush. It's going to be like, oh, it's going to be flush, bro. My thing is he got a beard. I still have Canelo by knockout. I have him by knockout. But I don't feel the same confidence. is what I'm saying. Let me see. Can you see Crawford versus Canelo end up looking like Roy Jones Jr. versus Ruiz? No. Jarred with him with a shot early and boxed the rest. No, because Ruiz isn't half the skilled boxer Canelo is. Canelo. That the thing is, like I said, people. But you're talking about the fact that he jars them, and then Canelo gets stopped. Now Nelo's just too good. He's too good to get that stymied. But the thing is, the referee had a lot to do with Ruiz losing that fight. Listen, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever, but I was happy as hell that the ref kept breaking it up when they got close and when Roy was against the ropes. I was happy as shit. The ref helped the spacing of that fight. He helped Roy Jones fight. He helped the environment be most productive for Roy Jones Jr. That's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Black Two Sugars. And Roy wasn't running. That's why Ruiz was able to get him against the ropes. See, in our day, we didn't run. You know what I mean? We boxed. Hit the Tyson bell. Just to let you know, Gen Z, we didn't run. Even if it's Roy versus a damn heavyweight. We box. We try to put you on your seat. All right? But here we go. Let me see what y'all have to say. Somebody said, y'all dumb. LOL. Canelo hurts everyone and makes them run. That's a fact. Listen. I got more heart than William Skull. I stood there. I stood there and took Canelo no glove 3 times to the stomach, and every punch got worse and worse. But I'll tell you this, though. I saw Canelo in person hit Jermell Charlo to the body round 1, and that was it. He was on his track shoes. He had his track shoes on. He had his track shoes on, except Bivol. Bivol is the fight you got to study if you're Crawford. Bivol beat Canelo. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. Bivol beat Crawford with a jab. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. Bivol's a big dude. I don't know. See, you got to. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. 200 and some pounds. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got many of Canelo. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. Of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Canelo. Because Canelo is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time. And he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 168. That's the thing. He's a little guy, but a big guy. Absolutely not. But Bud won't beat Berlanga. Bud won't beat Berlanga. Dude, Berlanga's 200 some pounds. But Bud won't hurt Berlanga. He would have to run. He would have to book it. Come on, man. Bud came from 135. Bud may not make 168 on the scale. Berlanga's going to make 168 and come in 200 pounds. If y'all think Crawford can beat heavyweights, you're smoking crack. That's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. Crawford struggling against a fighter that Ortiz dismantled makes you think. I'm saying. ShowBizz better not be defending T.O. races. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to block you right there. I'm about to block you right there, bro, because you're here for disruption. You ain't here genuinely trying to hear me out, hear what I gotta say, or listen to the war room. Get your punk ass out the way. I know, I've been peeping guys like you. I see guys like you. You know what I'm saying? In the comments and on Twitter and stuff like that. Get your ass out of here. Go get a baseball stick or something. Okay. Everybody, let's move forward. Let's move. And just weak individuals, man, coming in on the sly, trying to be on the sly. Get your ass out of here. Let me see. How many fighters on a pound for pound list has Canelo beat? On the pound for pound list, I don't know how many 168 fighters are on the pound for pound. But here's the thing. He fought Bivol though. He fought a guy on there. How many guys on the pound for pound list did Crawford beat? Anyway, the pound for pound list is strange as hell. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's move on. Let me play this for you. Get your ass in the gym. Let me see. Triple G, COVID. Oh, you talking about overall? Over the years? Yeah. Bud beat Errol Spence. Yeah. Nello beat Triple G. Yeah, over the years. Yeah. Nello has beat people in a pound for pound. But we're talking about Nello versus Crawford. Get your ass out of here. Roach. Listen, bro. Brother. You can't be in silk pajamas after a draw. I'm concerned. This is what I want to say about champions. And a lot of people get this twisted. A lot of times people see the challenger as the rough guy, as the hungry guy, and not the champion. But there's a reason why champions become champions. And I'm talking about reigning champions, because they are the ones with grit. People who become great, it takes grit to get there. Sometimes you need to be reminded on how to go back there. But those are the gritty ones. The great ones are the gritty ones. A lot of times you have the Buster Douglases, you have the Andy Ruizes, you have somebody do something unlikely, not used to being there and don't know how to carry themselves. I'm not saying that's Roach. What I'm saying is I hope it's not Roach. That's all. Because I want that rematch to be a great fight. If Tank just come in and blow Roach out, then he only had 15 minutes of fame. I want it to be great. And if Roach can beat Tank again, that'd be saying a lot. Let me see what you have to say. Roach about to pull an Andy Ruiz in a rematch, brother. A member for 14 months. Bye. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. The rematch going to be good. I hope so. We have one more receipt. We have the knockouts, and then we're going to do the horror shorts. Everybody, Fisher versus Allen. This week.
There comes Dave Allen, and Johnny Fish is hurt.
If he fights on May 17th, he'll get knocked out this time.
How was your impression of him before the fight? Because obviously he sparred a long time ago. He
wasn't as good as I expected. I expected a lot better. The physicality when we sparred, I thought, wow. Can you remember when we sparred?
Yeah.
And I was like, me. I thought, who the is he? God, he was strong, wasn't he? And he hit hard. And I boxed him and I thought, he weren't that strong and he didn't hit that hard. And I thought, that's weird. He fought me. If he fights me on May 17th, he'll get knocked out this time, so I'm a little bit sharper and be a little bit fair. If he boxes me, it's going to be hard work for me, of course it is, but I don't think at the copper box he can hold it together and box. We get in a fight at some point. I'm not the biggest puncher in the world, but I ate too hard for him and I'm too strong for him. But he's tough though. Like I said on me, they were like on about him being a quitter. And I thought, what I genuinely thought at the press conference, I thought, why are you antagonising me? I've just made good money the last fight, I'm making great money for this fight. History tells you that if you're leaving the alone I'll self-implode. And you're trying to wind me up. Why are you trying to wind me up? That's the worst thing you could do. That's how you want to play it. I'll get in the gym.
That was brought to you by
my bookie that I want to try.
I thought the White Rhino, David Allen, I thought he won that fight. I thought he was robbed. So I'm looking forward. That was one hell of a fight. It was a very old school fight. That was one hell of a fight. If they can replicate that, that'll be something else. Because I'm looking forward to the rematch this weekend. Let me see what you have to say. Biz, you're my favorite creator. Been watching for years. Hopefully I can meet you one day, do a show in Dallas. I'm trying to go everywhere, but we have to get the dates and everything. You know what I mean? We won't leave out anywhere to go. We're definitely going to go wherever there's a fight. All right, if there's a fight out there in Dallas, I'm talking about going up there and meeting you guys. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay, back to Roach real quick. Roach and Gervonta Tank Davis. All right. Look. I am very confused on how to break that fight down. I don't know if Lamont Roach exposed weaknesses of Tank Davis. It very much reminds me of Rolly Romero versus Ryan Garcia. What Roach did, now hear me out. What Roach did, I saw before against Tank. I keep saying this, and I don't know if people aren't putting that much weight on it, but I've been saying it from the very beginning. Rolly was doing the same thing. Put the gym on. Rolly was doing the same thing. He ended up implementing it better against Ryan Garcia. Rolly was doing the same thing against Tank. Tank was having huge issues, and that's the black two sugars. No, not Pitbull. Pitbull was attacking, and it made a close fight, and Tank was fighting one-handed. I'm saying Rolly was doing the same. Of course he was to go. Rolly was just like this. Let me tell you something about Tank, and I've been saying it from the beginning. Tank doesn't like getting hit hard. When Tank was about to fight Ryan, he said, I was nervous, right? Tank doesn't like getting hit hard, bro. And Rolly was just like this. And Tank couldn't attack him. He was worried about the punching power of Rolly. And Rolly didn't just go after him. And when he did, he went after him right. Rolly lost his concentration and got caught coming in. Tank caught him falling in. He lost his concentration. But most of that fight, he was giving Tank issues. Watch me call that fight. I started laughing. I couldn't believe it. Because all he was patient with good power. All Roach was patient. He stayed focused. That's the problem. It's hard to keep that level of. That's why him drinking and partying and shit is messing with me, because he beat him here. He stayed so damn focused. And he knew when Tank was going to punch. He knew when not to punch. And when he countered Tank, he rocked Tank, slowing Tank up. Tank got rocked at least twice that fight. That's the black two sugars. If you patient and can take what Tank's doing, and don't get rattled when Tank is talking shit. When Tank is talking shit, he's uncomfortable. When Tank starts talking to you, he's uncomfortable. Just don't fall for it. But what Roach did was he talked back. He was holding a full conversation with him back and stayed there. I saw that with Tarver versus Roy too. Roy was throwing his hands and Tarver was patient, and he came and he went all the way in, pause, and he knocked Roy out with patience. He didn't get rattled by Roy's power, speed, none of that. Roach didn't get rattled by Tank's speed or nothing. He was used to him. He knew when he was going to punch and how he was going to deliver his punches. Bro, let me see. Thank you, Biz, for what you do for boxing. I wish I found your channel sooner. I'm here when I can be for your show regardless. Love you, boy. Thank you so much. So I don't know. Because at the same time, Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten him. And that's the black two sugars. I think Jake is way too big. I think he would have beaten him. Yeah, I mean, Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. All right. But that's just me. Let me see. Tank has Deontay Wilder legs, needs a stronger base to absorb bigger punches. His frame is pretty. His frame. I'm looking at, and my oldest brother was saying this on Mother's Day. Like, yo, look at his legs. Look at his frame. Y'all think I'm laughing? Y'all think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach him. I don't think he would have hurt him. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance, and it would have been horrible for his brand. Soon as they have a stare down, y'all would have been like, uh-oh. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would have been like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. But that's a cap. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know. Okay? Let's move on. Everybody. Nah.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Nah.
Vic, come on. Kanye, you okay? You okay? You alright, Kanye? Are you okay? Stop taking pictures. Alright, good. Man.
Structure that I really want to show you is right over here. This is the Leaning Tower of Pisa on our campus here, and the person that's built it is right around the corner here. It's Brian Varney. Brian, careful that cord there. Varney, Brian, careful that cord there. Brian is a 1990 graduate of Northern, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this amazing structure.
Well, it's, as you can see, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's about 12,000 blocks. It took over 2 weekends to build.
Hello? Oh. Jeez, Brian, I don't know what to say.
Steady clapping and niggas know what it is on my hand, they just be snapping it. But guess what, baby girl, me and your pussy, that's what's happening. Nigga, shut the fuck up, boy.
Stop filming me.
What is your problem? Do not touch report me.
Ow. Ow. Shit. What the shit? Shit. Ow. Why did he bite me?
Knockout. Hey. Ye got a big ass head, bruh. To make that sign sound like that shit, that he got a big, I'm pretty sure he can make a beat off of what he did with that sign, okay? But number two, I want to say this. Not for nothing, all right? I'm not saying how I feel about this as far as if I think my man is guilty or not, or wrong or not, or whatever. I'm just going to ask y'all because I'm very curious, all right? Let me do it like this. I think Pdidy going to get off, bro. I mean, not in that way. Let me rewind this. I think he's going to be let free, bro. I mean, side note. Pause. Yeah, pause. Side note, bro. Because it's not a domestic violence case against Cassie. All right. So we know he's guilty of that. And we know he's a horrible, he's done horrible things. All right. I don't know him enough. I don't know that brother enough. But it seems like he's done some horrible things. But my thing is, I think so as well. Me too. Bruh, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how you can prove what they say he did. Yeah, he got a lot of people on video. I'll just that has nothing to do with boxing. Since this is pretty much the end of the show, we're gonna do the horror short. I'm just I saw day one. I'm gonna pay attention to this Diddy trial the way I did OJ. All right, so I'm not gonna do any content on it. I'm just I've gotten all I need to know out of day one, and I'm just thinking like Rico case by himself. Yeah, it's just they got tapes, Biz, but they got tapes of everybody having a freak off or him. It's gonna be different because it's if the tapes showing people, if he's sitting away and they all jump, how can you prove that he forced everybody? Put the lawyer on. Yeah, they. I'm just. I'm trying. Since the first time I heard about it, I've been trying to figure out. They'll figure it out. All right, here we go. Okay, everybody, you ready? Put the tapes on. Yeah. Cook. Let me see. You guys ready? We're about to do the horror short. Here's the question, because there's 3. It was consensual, but I don't know. I wasn't there, brother. I'm just trying to think. As it developed, more and more would come out, and I would be less ignorant on what the hell is going on. Just from the hip, I'm just thinking like, man, that's that. Let me see. If the condom doesn't fit, hey, Traverse, listen, brother. Let me tell you something. I'm done. I figure leave it up to Traverse to ruin the conversation. Let's go to the horror short. Okay, so we have there's one called Alter. There's another one that seems too long. Pause. That's called 3 a.m. Another one that's called Bus Stop, and then a short one called Close Your Eyes. Everything else is 10 minutes or more, but Close Your Eyes is 4 minutes long. Which one do you guys want to watch? You got Alter, which is 10 minutes, 3 a.m., which is 13 minutes, Bus Stop, which is 13 minutes, and then you have Close Your Eyes, which is 4 minutes long. 4 minutes, 10 minutes, Close Your Eyes. 4 minutes, 3 a.m. is a good one. You've seen it. Bus Stop. Shit. Close Your Eyes. 3 a.m. Oh, damn. I shouldn't have done this. Alter. All 3. Yeah, right. Bus Stop. The longest. Pause. Hilarious. Close Your Eyes. Shit. Close Your Eyes for 3 a.m. Bus Stop. Damn it. Okay, so we gonna have to cover all of them at 3. I think 3 a.m. seems like the one, bruh. Bus Stop or 3. It's 3 a.m. or Bus Stop. $3 a.m. 3. Okay, we're gonna do 3 a.m. 3 a.m. has 1. Why? Because I don't feel like thinking too much longer. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here we go. How did 3 a.m. win? Because I don't feel like thinking any longer. Let me see. Let me This isn't sponsored by my bookie. So let me exfoliate. Let me close it. Take that one down. Okay, let me share with the share the screen. We about to do a horror short, everybody. We do this every so often. It's a fun thing we like to do. All right, 13 minutes long, making it a little bit of a longer show, but we're about to get involved. All right. Let me see. Exfoliate like that. Hold on. All right, everybody, the horror short.
Butt clenched in your horror shorts. That movie had a been about black people, wouldn't even been no movie.
That's scary as hell. That's what they be saying.
Biz, do you watch Last of Us? Yeah, play the game and everything. Had elements that I wasn't appreciating, but overall, very good. Okay, so here we go. Horror short. Which one? 3M. Let's go.
I'll be back on Monday. I'm just here for the weekend. I got a great deal on the house. It's just me. Hey, thanks.
Wow. This place is huge. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later.
He just bought the house? I missed it. What the hell?
Hey. You here for the weekend?
Yep. Crazy old bastard.
I'm terrified. Airbnb. I'm terrified. Shit, give me some noise or something. I wouldn't have done shit either. The suspense! Why are you there? Why are you?
o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m.
Unplug.
It's 3 o'clock a.m.
Unplug it.
It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3.
Turn on a light. You ain't hear that yet? What the fuck? Stop! What the hell?
Give me the gun. Let's go.
Shit. Somebody in my house.
Glad. Oh, glad I had to do it. I had to. Oh, God.
Brother, you don't act right. You don't do. Turn on the light.
Look there on the floor. Patricia. Patricia.
Oh shit. Turn on a. Die. Go get him. Go ahead, monster. Kill him. Kill him. Brother, this is too much. What the? I can't take it. That's that shit.
It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m.
But it's not. It's like 3:15.
It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's
How is this still 3 o'clock? Liquor, turn on a light. All of them. Something jumped in the pool? I can't see. What the? Bring the monster so I can go. You're locked out? Hey, man. he outside.
It's 3 a.m., you know.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
I can't see. What the? I can't. What? Well, kill his ass. Kill his ass. Kill his ass. Kill him. Kill him. What the hell? Kill him. Kill him. He walked too damn slow. It's about to come downstairs. It's about to run downstairs. Dude. What are you doing? I hope you die. I hope you die.
3 o'clock a.m.
Kill him.
3 o'clock a.m.
Turn on a light.
It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3
shit.
o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock a.m. It's 3 o'clock.
Got his ass. I'm happy he got your ass.
It's 4 o'clock a.m.
What? Why is it 4? Wait.
It's 3 o'clock a.m.
Okay. Okay. Can somebody explain to me what happened? Can somebody explain to me what happened? What happened? What? Okay. Why was it 4 o'clock? Why was it 3? Okay, the payoff didn't pay off. Right. Okay. The hunting wasn't out. Okay. Okay. So here's my thing. Here's my thing. It was all suspense. It was all suspense. Butt clenched for 13 minutes. All right. So they did a good job to keep the suspense up, but the payoff was trash. To keep it real, the only scary part was the old man. And that is funny because we can't keep saying that old people are scary. That's all we say. Old people are scary. You want something scary? Have an old person or have a child laugh. We got to be a little bit more creative than that. It's 3 a.m., you know? That was pretty scary, okay? And him being across the street. But other than that, nothing else really scared me, but the suspense was killing me. I want to say this too. Yes, I can. It was Jehovah's Witnesses. Just listen, Traverse. Hear me out. Let me tell you something. It wasn't that bad to get away from that thing. I'm still scared. Yeah. Children and old people. It wasn't that bad to get away from that thing. Number one, turn on a light. That's the Black Two Sugars. If you can, turn on a light. Now, I think he tried to turn on something and it didn't cut on. But the electricity definitely worked because the damn camera, the the clock was constantly working. All right, or was it? I don't know. But I'll tell you this though: when he was outside, this is what I believe in. If you can get outside, you can survive. When he was outside, he kept fiddling around with that damn door. Not me. Barefoot, people. Barefoot, you ain't catching nobody barefoot. Barefoot, how fast can you run barefoot? You run fast as shit. Let me tell you something. Soon as that thing would have been, I would have put a Barry Sanders move. It was slow as hell. Soon as it was transforming, I would have put a Barry Sanders move. I would have been Mike Vick, and he would have heard my feet going down the damn street, flying, running a full flat, screaming at the top of my lung for everybody to wake up. My mama told me when I was a kid to scream fire. Don't scream help, because when you scream help, people don't want to help your ass because they scared too. If you scream fire, everybody wants to see. I would have put a juke on, ran down the street. I would have ran a 4-2 flat, screaming fire. Everybody would have stepped out, and at least I would have survived to the morning to get my ass out of there. But he could have survived that. He was playing the damn round. He shouldn't even been in the Airbnb that damn big with a pool by your damn self. You ain't got no chicks with you. You ain't got your boys with you. What are you doing? Why do you got a pool and that big ass crib Airbnb and you ain't called no chicks over? Damn. You gonna sit in the pool by your damn self? No women. No women. Let me tell you something. That ghost would have been by his damn self at 3 a.m. because I would have been in the club trying to bring something back to the Airbnb. That ghost would have been talking to his damn self. It's 3 o'clock a.m. I would have been eating pizza or doing, because you got to get the grease back so you can drive right? You don't want to be too drunk on the road. I would have been out at a pizza, hollered at something that I hollered at, or at a breakfast or IHOP or something. By the time I would have waddled my ass back to the crowd, I would have had something with me. That's the black 2 sugars. Let me see. Biz would have been running like Devin Skull. Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed it. 3 a.m. was okay. It was mostly suspenseful. The payoff wasn't right. I didn't even really understand the 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. thing. Maybe it wasn't worth me understanding, but I'm happy you guys checked out the horror short. Tomorrow, or wait, wrong. I'm going to be on a flight tomorrow. That's right. Going back to New York. All right. So there's a lot of content coming out. I'll be gone this week again, but you're going to see content coming out definitely. And I'll be back for the Facts Friday. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz Adult. I'm out. Huh. Oh my goodness, man. Barefoot. I'm in the win.